I will be giving lectures on energy auditing tomorrow. So if you can join me tomorrow, because I want to finish, it's 2 classes for auditing. I want to finish it in 1 day so that you can join the extension students, and I will give this lecture for both, for the first part and the second part of energy auditing. That's why I am asking. So can you come tomorrow? Only for tomorrow. You will come. So 9 o'clock here in our class.
Morning.
Yes, morning, of course. 9. Okay. You can assessing energy availability policies or policies. You are going to work on policy. Okay? Assessing energy conservation strategies and renewable energy policies in Ethiopia. This is good. Okay, the title, I like it. I don't know. You should be able to get data, enough data for this. It's all about the policies in Ethiopia. It's all about policies, peace. It's about energy conservation policies in Ethiopia. So you have to see to the policies. You have to know which policy was announced when, and you have to also know the purpose of the policy, detail. This is good. So you have to go to the government institutions to do this. Government institutions is what? Like the Ministry of Energy and yes, and then you have to go to the utility as well. Utility, 2 utilities this time. One is EEP and the other one is EEU, right? So you have to go to both and what kind of policy they have for implementation or whatever, distribution and so on. Then you have to also go to the EEA, Ethiopian Energy Authority. There also you have. So this is a good one. I expect you to do that. Fine. Go ahead.
This is my outline, introduction, objective, general objective, specific objective, history of development programs, and some conclusion. Introduction. Ethiopia is currently located in the East Africa, country located in Africa, with 3 different divisions according to the
This is including Eritrea. This is a big thing.
yeah, it is a rich country with a division of renewable energy sources including petrol, wind and bioenergy. The government growth and transformation plan aimed to resilient economic and the country by 2025, which require high energy generation support, all economics, sector development, moreover, climate regions, green economy. The development of renewable energy technology, energy conservation, and sustainable forest and woodlands management practices were improved over the years. Global energy consumption trend are also demands for climate change adaptation and mitigation. So new energy efficiencies are renewable energy technology are emerging. This is the objective. The general objective is to assist the energy conservation strategies and renewable energy sources in Ethiopia. Specification of objective to access the conservation strategies of energy, to identify renewable energy sources in Ethiopia, this is the most widely used renewable resource in the world, and their contributions to reduce the advantage and challenge of renewable energy sources. Staying on the problem, Ethiopia enjoys with abundant renewable energy resources, which can meet the ambitions of the national electrification. However, in spite of all the available potential, the country energy sector is still in full or in infant stage. I mean, we are still working on that. Metrology. The metrology applied in this proposal is mostly secondary and that are from internet, namely Google Discover, intensive and comprehensive reading of different lectures and article, book, report, also science that our teacher gave us, the review to consider the paper. For the meteorological part, both quantitative and qualitative have been used. This article is based on a review of the latest scientific literature present in journal, internet sources. Conclusion: Ethiopia has abundant renewable energy resource, even left extra for its country, and will make use income for country, but presently given risk concentration concern with the existing potential and portability rates, which is still a problem. Conclusion: majority of majority of the people of Ethiopia is living in rural areas where electricity access is limited, nor is there. Mostly the rural community run their daily life without electricity access, as the national grid location was quite far from the rural community.
This is in Gambela. Gambela, you know, the power line passes overhead and the people do not have electricity. That's what I have observed. I was in Gambela in many of the locations of Gambela doing research. I know that, okay.
So this paper explains the country current
Actually, this is not a paper. I just want to give some
Okay.
comment here. This is a semester project. So if you are saying paper, it is as if you are going to write an article. No, that is not the case. This is a semester project where you do some studies on some problems. As I have seen the title is good, very good. It's about policy. You have to assess. It is assessment. That's what you said. So you have to assess the policy issues in Ethiopia. What kind of policies have been put in place, you know, and what kind of problem do they address? What if I want to have my own power generation? Would the policy allow me to do that? Can I integrate it to the grid? This needs policy. So what kind of policy is there? And in your methodology, you should have mentioned, I think you have completed your presentation now, right? It's conclusion.
Yes.
So it's work plan, I know. So the comments I gave you earlier on when you started, you have to go to collect data to learn. Probably you have to also go to what is this printing press. The one at Brand National. You have to go to Brand National. You will find documents there. So you go to Brand National, you go to the utilities, both utilities, to the EEA, to the energy, to the ministry, and you should be able to find documents. In those documents, you have to narrate the documents and present it in this work. This is quite a good work. Budget breakdown. I don't think you will find this money from the institution. If you have money, then you can do that. But this can also be elaborated on, and it can be a thesis, because the Ethiopian policy for renewables, for other policies related to energy in general, are not so strong. Like, for example, we don't have any policy for nuclear energy implementation. So You should study this very well, and it can be a good thesis work as well. So that's what I comment. I think that's quite good, but the presentation is not in the way I wanted it to be. I wanted means in the way a scientific presentation is written. Scientific presentations are written IMRAD. There is what is known as IMRAD, I-M-R-A-D, which means I is for introduction, M is for methodology. How do you get, how do you do your work, methodology, like interviewing, for example, in your case. Preparation of Google Forms, so that people can fill for you these Google forms. You can send this Google form to the ministry, to the utility, etc. So these are the methods, and therefore IMRAD means I is for introduction, M is for method, and R is for results and discussion. So you collect data, you process the data, and finally you get a result, and that result has to be discussed. That's what scientific writing means. So it is not proposed in that way. You can correct that. I wouldn't really care much for that because your topic is quite good. Thank you very much. Tomorrow morning I will see you. 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I'm so sorry. So sorry. And now class and finish natural. There are only 7 or so. So you last day will be 10. So you will come to the next class.